to the Millionaire Hot Seat tonight. 6 contestants, $1 million, a hot seat, and a ripping audience. We're right to fly, aren't we, Gav? Come on. Let's get straight into the action tonight. I want to absolutely change somebody's life for the better. One of these 6 contestants. You up for it, guys? Absolutely. Let's meet them tonight, and they are. In seat number 1, we have Jennifer Smallridge's proudest moment in Year 12 as being voted the most infectious laugh. Ben Travo had a night out with free drinks after pretending to be a member of Oasis. Cameron Inglis has hyper-dense bones. Instead of giving him super strength, they break easily. Ugh. Andrew Cronin's Indigenous grandfather might well have been the only Aboriginal Lunda in 1919. Never afraid of a challenge, Aileen Teenan has returned to nursing after a 25-year absence, and Tanya Kawana and her best friend were born on the same day. They have children also born on the same days. How about that? Wow. Let's get straight into the action and give away some big money. Jennifer, let's play. Come on. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Eddie.
Welcome. Jennifer Smallridge is from Richmond in Victoria, an exercise physiologist and lecturer.
Yes, I am.
At 24 years of age, you're lecturing already?
Yeah, it's good fun.
Whereabouts?
At Deakin College in Burwood.
Good on you. Melanie is your mum. Hi, Mel.
Hi, how you going?
You must be proud of your beautiful daughter.
Yeah, definitely.
Except for the day she walked in to give a lecture, and what happened?
It was my first day of lecturing, and the morning one
Your first day?
Yes, it was.
So you're all bright and shiny and brand new and...
I was early. I went to the totally wrong lecture theatre.
Uh-oh. So you're standing up there as the
Yep.
lecturer, in come the students.
Yeah, and I was saying,
they're probably
hello.
older than you, were they?
Yes, some of them are, and I was trying to be friendly, nice lecturer on the first day.
Yeah.
And then it turns out they were there for finance and I was there for exercise science.
And,
so, not my strong point.
so what happened then?
I quickly took out my USB, actually grabbed my handbag and just power walked out. I didn't say a word. It was just a little sound like, ooh.
What do they do? Nothing.
Quiet, because it was their first day, so they were all stunned as well.
Oh, OK. No, that works. Jennifer, let's win $1 million.
Sounds good to me.
You can go back to the finance students and say, right, what do I do with $1 million?
Exactly.
What would you do with $1 million?
Well, I think it's a bit of an Aussie tradition to go and maybe live in the UK, like
Yeah.
a lot of expats do. I'd also like to develop business in exercise physiology, maybe own a studio one day.
Good on you, Jennifer. Yeah. That's fantastic. All right, let's go. 6 contestants all ready to play. Let's play Hot Seat. Go! $100. Which of these is not a character in Charles M. Schulz's Peanuts comic strip? A. Charlie Brown. B. Lucy. C. Schroeder. D. Snoop Dogg.
Well, I grew up reading Peanuts comics. Can confidently say that the answer is D.
Snoop Dogg, not Snoopy the dog, but Snoop Dogg is correct for $100. 200. It is often recommended that in order to ensure meat is tender after cooking and before serving it, it should be what? A. Refreshed. B. Rested. C. Pampered. D. Sent on holidays.
This takes me back to food technology at school. I will lock in B, rested.
B.
Please.
Let it rest. Correct for $200. 300. A popular meeting place and busy intersection in London is what circus? A. Fleet. B. Windsor. C. Trafalgar. D. Piccadilly.
Thank you to Monopoly. I'm going to lock in D, Piccadilly Circus.
Lock in Piccadilly Circus. You might be heading towards London
I
if you
hope
keep winning.
so.
Correct for $300. Right in central London. 5 main roads coming together and a big shopping area there.
Sounds good.
Yeah, $500. Which of these is an early form of record player invented by Emil Berliner? A. Gramophone. B. Lithograph. C. Zoetrope. D. Spirograph.
Okay, we use spirographs in healthcare, so I can say that it's not D. Certainly a record player is a gramophone, so I'm going to lock that one in, please.
Gramophone is in. It's correct for $500. Yeah, early designs used cylinders, including the first ever sound recording, but Emil Berliner patented the use of a flat disc to record sound. He went on to found the Gramophone Company. There you go. Tell me about this. You're regarded as a very intelligent woman. Yes?
Book smart, yes.
Book smart. Yeah, not so much street smart. What happens?
One day we were all sitting at uni and having a pretty intellectual discussion, and we were talking about different elements, and someone said, "Oh, yeah, I forgot what the densest thing on Earth is," thinking it was something of the periodic table. Without thinking, I just said, "Oh, I know this, it's the moon." Pause, silence, and it's not on Earth, is it?
No, last time I looked, the moon was...
I think it's pretty dense, though. But
it is.
What can you
Not
do?
the only thing, Jennifer, is what they said. Is that right?
They should have.
They looked at you and said, "Oh, I think we know the densest thing on Earth." No. Jennifer, exercise physiologist and a lecturer these days. We're going to take a break and come back and hopefully win $1 million right after this. Welcome back to the Hot Seat. 11 questions away from $1 million, and Jennifer Smallridge is in the seat, ready to go. She's knocked over 4 consecutive answers. Let's keep going. Good luck, Jen, for 1,000. Kylie Minogue's famous gold hot pants featured in the music video for what song in 2000? A, Slow. B, Spinning Around. C, Confide in Me. D, Step Back in Time.
Oh, I did grow up listening to Kylie. I'm a big fan of hers. And those famous hot pants, I would say, are from B, Spinning Around.
Locked in. Correct for $1,000. 10 questions to go. 1,500. To prognosticate is to what? A, publish. B, delay. C, postpone. D, foretell.
All right. Well, in healthcare, prognosis is looking at what's going to happen to someone. I'm very tempted to rule out A, B. I actually like the look of foretell in terms of someone's prognosis. I'm going to lock in D.
Lock it in. It's correct for $1,500. Prophecy or to predict something from present indications. 2,500. You've 6 in a row here, Jennifer. You're flying. Come on, let's keep going. 2,500. A 2015 movie about the rise of music group NWA is straight outta where? A, Stockton. B, Compton. C, Manhattan. D, Hollywood.
I didn't see this movie, but I heard a lot about it. I'm going to look in B, straight out of Compton.
Straight out of Compton is locked in. It's correct again for 2,500. Yeah, follows the formation of the LA group NWA, founded by Dr. Dre and Ice Cube. Straight Outta Compton is one of the group's best-known hits and was nominated for an Academy Award too. It was fantastic, great film. All right, tell me, you've written a book already?
When I was 6.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Self-published.
What was it about?
It was called Sophie's Easter, and it was about a girl that ate all the Easter eggs. Probably based on a true story.
Yeah. On anyone we know?
Might be looking at it.
Yeah, I think so. And tell me about, are you writing again? What have you got?
Yeah, only recently I kind of picked up the pen and had a bit of an interest in writing a draft on a bit of a like crime-ish young adult novel. But it's very much in paper form at the moment.
That's
so
good.
Looking to pursue it.
It's great to continue doing that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
You're into your dancing?
Yes, I am. I started dancing when I was 4 years old. Mum got me out of the house and
Dress you up in all the sparkles and everything, did she?
Yeah, a bit of a dance, Mum, but the good kind, I hope.
That's the way.
Grew up doing jazz and tap and a bit of cheerleading as well.
Good on you. Now, your partner Tom's a school teacher, primary school?
Yes, he is.
Been together for 2 years?
Yeah.
Where'd you meet?
We met through a mutual friend and we went out for a drink and the rest was history.
There you go. Good on you, Jen. Well, let's keep going and see if we can get another 8 answers and I'll give you $1 million cash.
Sure.
For 4,000. In 2009, Hutchison Telecommunications merged with which Australian telecommunications company? A, Vodafone. B, Telstra. C, Optus. D, Virgin.
I believe that they used to be 3 and I used to be with them, so I got switched over to Vodafone and I'm going to lock in A for that reason.
Lock in A, Vodafone. Correct again for $4,000. Yeah, the company's full name is now Vodafone Hutchison, Australia, with Hutchison's 50% shareholding in the company. The merger marked the end of, as you said, Hutchison's 3 network. That was the end of that.
Yep.
Hey, we're going to take a break, Jen. I think we're going to need the money to pay you out. 7 more questions, $1 million, right after this in the Hot Seat. questions to go, $1 million. Let's go. Jennifer Smallridge is flying at the moment. 8 consecutive answers. No one's got a look in so far. Oh, guys, good to see you. Better give you a wave right now. Might be the end of it for you, blokes. All right, 7 questions to go, 6 contestants. Everyone's in play. The good news for our other contestants is we're over the hump and into the big money already. You've done a fantastic job, Jen. Now let's keep going for 6,000. Now is the winter of our discontent, is the opening line of which play by Shakespeare? A. Hamlet, B. Macbeth, C. Richard III, D. Henry V.
Right.
Now
Well,
is the winter of our discontent.
I am tossing up between A and B. First, Macbeth popped into my head, but a Shakespearean, I'm not. I did say to myself that
10 seconds.
if I wasn't 100%, that I would.
Well, there's 7
pass.
questions to go. 6
Yeah.
seconds. 5, 4.
So I'm
3.
going to pass. Thank you, Eddie.
Passing. See you,
Yeah.
Jen.
Thank
Catch you later.
Ta.
G'day, Ben. How are you, pal?
I was doing okay until I saw this question pop up.
How'd you go with the other ones?
Well, I was doing all right. Yeah.
Okay, good.
But I'm a real... I don't get on with Shakespeare.
Okay.
So this is just brilliant.
Now is the winter of your discontent.
It certainly is. It certainly is.
Ben Travo was 31 from Fitzroy and artist management. Wah Management.
That's it, yeah.
What sort of bands do you look after?
So I sort of dug myself a bit of a hole. It was all kind of 60s influenced rock and roll bands. So, of course, they're really, really radio friendly. So it's a flourishing business on the financial side of things, but that's what I'm into, so that's what I do.
Good on you. What sort of music do you like? Where can we get you placed?
Beatles nut.
Yep.
Oh, do you mean for the bands?
Yeah.
Well, I'm part of the Fitz royalty, so anywhere around Brunswick Street, Smith Street,
Good stuff.
We'll do well.
Now, mate, tell me about the night you walked into a Tottenham Hotspurs pub in London wearing an Arsenal shirt.
Yeah, well, we just moved there with the folks, and being a naive, arrogant little so-and-so, I just chose the wrong pub and
They let
was
you know?
held abuse and pints.
Through pints
yeah,
of beer
Tottenham,
on you?
yeah, Tottenham and Arsenal don't really get on, Eddie.
No, I realise that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
Good on you,
yeah,
mate. Zoe is your girlfriend. Hi, Zoe.
Hi, Eddie.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
All right, Ben, good luck here. You must answer this
dear,
question.
dear.
You ready?
Yep.
Right. Now is the winter of our discontent, is the opening line of which play by Shakespeare, Hamlet, Macbeth, Richard III, Henry V.
I don't, as I said before, I don't get on with Shakespeare, so I don't particularly know it all. The winter of our discontents. I did Macbeth at school, but I barely rocked up. Richard III. I'm just going to have to take a punt.
10 seconds.
Let's go C, Richard III.
Richard III?
Yep.
Locked in. Why'd you go Richard III?
I've got absolutely no idea. Yeah.
Macbeth, you studied Macbeth?
It was assigned to us.
It was there. Jennifer was tossing up between Hamlet and Macbeth.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, okay, all right. Well, it's not Macbeth. It's not Henry V. It is Richard III for 6. Yeah. Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by the son of York.
So you don't need to read them. You
Yeah,
can
just guess. That's it. There's a tide in the affairs of men. $10,000. Let's go, Ben. Which of these is the trademark name of a particular variety of fruit or vegetable in Australia? A. Banana. B. Kutichoke. C. Potato. D. Kumato.
Interesting. I can see where we're going with these, but
Banana.
yeah. A
Kutichoke.
Kutichoke just sounds just silly.
Potato. Kumato.
Kumato, trademark.
Trademark.
I'm going to say,
particular variety.
well, I know we grow a few of these in Australia, but if I have to go for one, which I do, it's part of the game, so we'll go D.
Kumato is locked in with 1 second on the clock. You had no idea the last one, did you?
No.
You've never heard of this, have you?
No.
You've guessed properly again. Well done. $200. Ben, wait till you get a question you know. Wow.
Here's hoping.
Developed in Spain in the 70s from crossing wild and domestic tomato varieties, the Kumato is a dark reddish brown tomato when ripe and extremely sweet with a strong and distinctive taste, apparently.
That sounds lovely.
You say tomato, I say tomato, you say tomato. Let's call the whole thing off.
Absolutely.
Right, 5 to go, which means, Jennifer, you've done all the heavy lifting and you might be out of business now.
That's perfectly
Never
fine.
mind, you would have gone out anyway had you had a
I
guess.
would have,
so
yes.
you're still a chance. There might be an unlikely pass. I'm tipping it won't come, but anyway. Ben, mate, big money here. 5 questions. Now, generally, I reckon you've nearly got to guess a couple to be able to get through the whole
So
way.
I'm done then. They might tell you where they...
I'm pitching you might actually know the rest. You're a smart young man, aren't you?
I might have my moments.
Yeah, OK. Well, let's hope you've got 5 of them coming up. This for 20,000.
All right.
How many Australian Prime Ministers were there in the 30 years between January 1980 and January 2010? A3, B4, C5, D6.
Okay, just doing a little, so I was just having a bit of singing a song in my head there, Eddie. No, I was just doing a bit of counting. I think it's definitely not 3.
Yellow
Prime
Mountain,
Ministers.
who are they?
Okay. Well, we've got Abbott, we've got Rudd, we've got Julia.
1980 and 2010.
Oh, 10, yeah. Oh, dear. Okay, plus 5. Okay, so that's taking them out. So Keating, Howard, Hawke, 3. It's 3 or 4, I think.
5 seconds.
I'm gonna have to go
Great.
4B.
So who are they?
They're probably all wrong, but I did Keating, Howard, Hawke,
Yeah,
and I just thought there was someone else.
2010.
Ruddy boy.
Kevin 07.
Yeah, and I've just blown it, haven't I?
Yeah, there's your 4. Yep. But there was
C5.
one more.
C5, yeah.
Yeah, I think Malcolm Fraser might have been there as well. So 5, yeah. So January 1980 was Malcolm Fraser, Bob Hawke, Paul Keating, John Howard, Kevin Rudd. Malcolm Turnbull took over as Prime Minister in September 2015. He was the 4th Prime Minister since 2010 in 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's amazing how we've turned him over in recent times. Ben, close but no cigar.
My
Thanks,
dramas.
buddy. Cheers, mate. Hello, Cameron. Come on, mate. Hey, 4 answers.
go, yeah.
$250,000, 20 years of age, student doing a double degree in engineering and law, as well as a maths and English tutor on the side from Mount Waverley in Victoria. Harry's your mate from uni. Go, Harry.
Hey Eddie, how you going?
Is he smart?
Yeah. I think so. Hopefully.
General knowledge smart?
Yes, definitely.
Good, that's the way, Cameron. What else do you do, mate?
Oh, not much. I play a bit of guitar. Enjoy music.
Good.
I've been playing for like a long time, so.
What sort of music do you play?
I guess like rock and that kind of thing.
Good on you, Cameron.
Yeah, but it sort of develops over time, so.
We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're 4 questions away from $250,000 on the hot seat. 4 questions to go. Come on, Cameron English, your first question. Before we get to that, though, I want to ask you about this. You got hyperdense bones.
Yeah. It's just a genetic condition. So I've got like extra calcium in there. And instead of giving me like super strength, as you'd imagine, they actually are like way more
So they
brittle.
break easier,
yeah.
do
So
they?
I've broken lots of bones.
So
in
there's
my
no
time.
flexibility.
Oh yeah, all my flexibility's gone. It's
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah.
But tell me about this. You're hiking up Mount Buller on a school trip. I love this.
Yeah.
The button on your pants popped.
Yeah, I'm a bit clumsy. So I was heading up the mountain, fell down, my pants started falling down on the way up, which wasn't any fun for the people behind me in my group. So I stopped and chucked it down on the ground.
Your backpack, yeah?
To look for something to use as a belt. And I remember turning around in slow motion. It just started rolling down the hill.
Your backpack went down Mount Buller.
Yeah. So I had to clamber down for half an hour.
It's like a cartoon.
And, grabbing all the stuff that had fallen out and trying to keep my pants on the whole time.
Cameron,
So,
climb the mountain here, mate, and I'll
Thanks.
give you $250,000
I'll try it.
for $20,000. Carding is an important stage in the processing of which of these? A, wheat, B, coal, C, honey, D, wool.
when you...
Carding.
Oh, maybe it's honey, because when they put the slats into the... What's it called? Apiary? I can't imagine why you'd card something in wheat or wool or coal.
Carding.
Carding. It's pretty odd.
Processing of which
I'm
of
just
these?
thinking honey. Let's lock in C.
Lock in C, honey.
Yeah.
Cameron, it's actually wool. Yeah. It's the process by which wool or other types of fibre are straightened and made ready to spin. That's called carding.
Oh, okay.
Now, I don't think you're going to be embarrassed by not knowing that.
No, that's all right.
Anyone know that one in there? Oh, yeah, they'll put their hands up. Yeah, okay. Cameron, thanks, pal. Good luck with
something.
everything you're doing, mate.
Thanks.
Good on you. Andrew?
G'day, Eddie.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Andrew Cronin is 52 from Robertson in New South Wales.
Yep.
Firefighter with the Fire and Rescue New South Wales. Marcella is your wife of 14 years. 4 kids, Sam, Olivia, Georgia and Laura.
That's correct.
What are you going to do with $100,000?
Oh, wouldn't mind a 58 Ford F100 ute. Would be nice. So
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't cost 100,000.
Good
So
stuff,
you'll
mate.
take the family on a holiday.
Tell me about this. Your granddad was probably the only Londoner born in 1919 with Aboriginal blood, you believe. What happened?
Yeah, well, long story short, obviously, but back in his real father was an Aboriginal soldier who joined the army in World War One.
Yep.
They weren't actually allowed to join the army, but they pretended they were Spanish or whatever, just so that they could get over there. And they needed so they overlooked it. They needed the numbers.
Yeah.
So he went over and fell in love with a young English woman, and Grandad was the result. But they didn't get married. We don't know exactly what happened, but and Grandad only started telling us when he was about 90 years old. So
so how did he end up in Australia?
well, he came out much later in the piece.
Yeah.
When he retired, he came out at the age of 60.
Right, geez.
My mum had already come out here years ago.
And he knew his Indigenous background, obviously?
He did, but he didn't tell anyone else. So you could look at him and guess, but how would a Londoner get Indigenous blood, you know? But
there it is.
Yeah, so it's an interesting story. There's a lot we don't know yet, but anyway.
Another great story, and
Yeah.
something to remember at Anzac Day time as well. The Indigenous, our Indigenous army and fighters who went over there before they were even recognised as Australians.
Yeah,
It was
and they got nothing when they came back.
Got
and-
nothing at all.
Yep.
Amazing contribution to
Yeah.
our armed forces, and great stuff. All right, Andrew, let's go for $20,000.
Okay.
Approximately how many kilometres is it from the westernmost to easternmost point of the Australian mainland? A, 2,000. B, 4,000. C, 8,000. D, 12,000. Westernmost to easternmost point of the Australian mainland.
Okay, well, I think I can rule out A and D. 8,000 is a lot. I'm thinking B. Let's do, it's about 1,000 from Sydney to Brisbane. I know they're very different, obviously. 8's double 4,000. But look, I'm thinking 4,000.
7 seconds. 3, quick.
B, 4,000.
I'll give B. Mate, you've got to give me an answer.
4B.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, B,
Yeah,
4,000.
oh, we locked it in. 4,000 is correct for $20,000. Between Steep Point in Western Australia on the west coast and Cape Byron at Byron Bay on the east, it's 3,987 kilometres. Okay. There you go. All right, so Jennifer, Tanya, unfortunately you're going to just have to be a spectator. Will you come back another time and play?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good luck. Good. We look forward to that. Aileen, we haven't seen you yet, but you might be up to play for $50,000 if he gets this wrong. One question, 50 grand. She's hoping like hell you get this wrong, Andrew.
Sure she is.
Andrew, get this right, I'll give you 1,000. Next question for $100,000. Here it comes. The title of the 2014 film, The 100-Foot Journey, refers to the distance between two what? A, restaurants. B, schools. C, apartment buildings. D, car parks.
I'm not familiar with this movie.
The 100-Foot Journey, 2014.
You would think it's not restaurant.
The 100-Foot Journey.
I have absolutely no idea what it's all about. It's obviously, the 100-foot journey is obviously significant. So I'm thinking schools, but car parks, why would it be car parks? Apartment buildings, could be apartment buildings. It might be a love story between two
12.
apartment buildings.
10.
Okay, Eddie, I was thinking schools to begin with, so I'm going to go B, schools.
Lock in schools, the 100-foot journey. All right. Aileen, what would you have gone for?
Restaurants, A.
Tanya?
A.
Jennifer?
Probably would have picked B.
Yeah, B makes sense. But it's actually A, restaurants. Yeah. An Indian family opens a restaurant in a sleepy French village across from a classy eatery run by Madame Mallory, played by Helen Mirren, and there it goes from there. Good on you, Andrew. You played well.
Thanks, Eddie.
Thanks, mate.
Okay.
Hello? Can I sit down? I wish I had that question for my...
Come on, Aileen.
Jen, I haven't heard that before.
Oh, sorry. You're going to do reviews as well, are you? But you didn't get that question because it wasn't your question. You get the next one for $50,000. You've just won $1,000, Aileen. Aileen T9 is from Cairns in Queensland, far north Queensland. What a beautiful place in the world Cairns is too.
Gorgeous at the moment.
61 years of age, registered nurse, orthopaedic ward at the Cairns Hospital. Linton is your friend. G'day, Linton.
Hello, Eddie.
How are you?
I'm well,
She
thank
seems
you.
a bit of a character, our Aileen here.
She's a good girl.
She is indeed.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Hey, you're in Pakistan once for a friend's wedding. What happened?
Well, I was invited over there and I had to go through a whole heap of procedures to even get a visa to go to Pakistan. But once I was there, everyone, not only at the wedding but in the streets everywhere, stopped me, wanted photos taken with me because I was the only white person, I was the only female, I was the only one with red hair. I've got so many photos of people, I've got no idea who they are. These strangers.
What are you going to do with $50,000?
I'm going to put it towards my quest of going to live in France for 6 to 12 months
Oh, how
and
good
learn
would that
French
be?
in France.
Wouldn't that be wonderful? Good on you. So that's why you knew the last answer, was it? Or seen the movie?
Seen the movie, love the movie.
What is it about France that you love so much that you'd love to spend $50,000 on?
I think it was because way back in 1979 I was offered a contract at a Belgian hospital, a 12-month contract, which I never took up, and I've always regretted it because I think I could be speaking French now. So I'm learning it at the moment in preparation for this.
Good on you, Aileen. Well, I'll tell you what, we get this one right. Aileen gets the trip of her life and learns how to speak French. Let's see how we go after our news break. Aileen is in the hot seat, right to go for $50,000. Are you ready?
Yes.
Do we want her to win? Yes! We want Aileen to go to... Would you go to Paris?
No, probably Provence.
Provence.
Saint-Henri-sur-Marne.
What a magnificent place there.
Oui.
Ah, good. Some Chateauneuf de Pape over
Plenty
your
of
cheese.
it. Plenty of it.
Oh, magnificent. Right, let's go, Aileen, for $50,000. In 1995, the international dateline was altered to deviate around which country? A, Kiribati. B, Tuvalu. C, Solomon Islands. D, Tonga.
I have no idea. Kiribati, Tuvalu, Fiji, Solomon Islands, Tonga. I think it's Kiribati. A, lock in A.
Lock in A, all right. No mugging around, you locked it in. Why? It's pronounced Kiribati, by the way. I thought it was Kiribati as well, but I'm told reliably it's...
That's not my language.
Kiribati.
Kiribati.
Why'd you go for that one?
A.
Why?
A for Aileen.
A for Aileen, is that it?
That's it.
In 1995, the international dateline was altered to deviate around which country? It was Kiribati. You've won $50,000! Stay there, buddy. Well done, Linton. Yeah, prior to 1995, the western part of Kiribati was 24 hours ahead of the eastern part just by the fluke of geography. So they decided, right, we'll get around this, spread over 3.5 million square kilometres due south of Hawaii, all these little atolls. We'll fix it up and just move it around. That's that.
I knew
You're
that.
going to France.
Yay! Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Aileen Teenan just won $50,000 and the holiday of a lifetime. time. See you next time in the Millionaire Hotseat. Good night, everyone. To the Millionaire Hotseat tonight. 6 contestants, $1 million, a hot seat, and a ripping audience. We're right to fly, aren't we, Gav? Come on. All right. Let's get straight in the action tonight. I want to absolutely change somebody's life for the better. One of these 6 contestants. You up for it, guys? Absolutely. Let's meet them tonight, and they are. In seat number 1, we have Jennifer Smallridge's proudest moment in Year 12 as being voted the most infectious laugh. Ben Trevo had a night out with free drinks after pretending to be a member of Oasis. Cameron Inglis has hyper-dense bones. Instead of giving him super strength, they break easily. Ugh. Andrew Cronin's Indigenous grandfather might well have been the only Aboriginal Lunda in 1919. Never afraid of a challenge, Aileen Teenan has returned to nursing after a 25-year absence, and Tenya Kawana and her best friend were born on the same day. They have children also born on the same days. How about that? Let's get straight into the action and give away some big money. Jennifer, let's play. Come on. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Eddie.
Welcome. Jennifer Smallridge is from Richmond in Victoria, an exercise physiologist and lecturer.
Yes, I am.
At 24 years of age, you're lecturing already.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Whereabouts?
At Deakin College in Burwood.
Good on you. Melanie is your mum. Hi, Mel.
Hi, how you going?
You must be proud of your beautiful daughter.
Yeah, definitely.
Except for the day she walked in to give a lecture, and what happened?
It was my first day of lecturing, and the morning one
Your
went...
first day?
Yes, it was.
So you're all bright and shiny and brand new and...
prepared. I was early. I went to the totally wrong lecture theatre.
Uh-oh. So you're standing up there as the
Yep.
lecturer, in come the students.
Yeah, and I was saying
They're probably
hello.
older than you, were they?
Yes, some of them are, and I was trying to be friendly, nice lecturer on the first day.
Yeah.
And then it turns out they were there for finance and I was there for exercise science.
And
So, not my strong point.
so what happened then?
I quickly took out my USB, actually grabbed my handbag and just power walked out. I didn't say a word. It was just a little sound like, ooh,
What do they do? Nothing.
quiet, because it was their first day, so they were all stunned as well.
Oh, OK. No, that works. Jennifer, let's win $1 million.
Sounds good
You can
to
go
me.
back to the finance students and say, right, what do I do with $1 million?
Exactly.
What would you do with $1 million?
Well, I think it's a bit of an Aussie tradition to go and maybe live in the UK, like
Yeah.
a lot of expats do. I'd also like to develop business in exercise physiology, maybe own a studio one day.
Good on you, Jennifer. That's fantastic. All right, let's go. 6 contestants all ready to play. Let's play Hot Seat. Go. $100. Which of these is not a character in Charles M. Schulz's Peanuts comic strip? A. Charlie Brown. B. Lucy. C.